And we're recording! Wow!
Hello, everyone.
Where did we leave
Hello,
off?
Internet.
Welcome to
we left off.
DMZ Theory.
Samson fell out a window.
Yeah.
Bitch.
No.
I'm so tired. I'm dying.
Drink some water.
Water isn't going to wake me up, Shay.
Oh, I'm aware.
Drowning might.
Then why did you suggest it?
I don't.
Everyone needs water. I care about your health, so make sure you're hydrated.
Anyway. What's the time of day? Does Nim have a list of ingredients for her muffins?
I sent it last time.
Do you remember what it is?
Give me like 70.
I remember where it is.
Where is it?
You put it in. You should put it in character discussion. Yeah, it's in character discussion.
Ah, there it is. Yeah. There you go.
So last we left off. Who are you thereing and where are we going?
I just put it in the game.
Zanzibar talked about how he's on board for this whole muff cake fiasco.
It's the same day as the transmission was.
That is correct.
Thank you.
It is Owl Bear Egg Day 2.
The only measurement of time.
Owl Bear Egg Day 2 transmission day 1. Yella day something of being in Katma.
She's on night 2.
Yeah.
Yella,
She's a little ahead.
Cause we did the whole day over there, so these two were doing their shenanigans for the rest of the day.
Zanzibar asked for the recipe so that he would just go get the ingredients himself. But Samson has the flour.
Samson has flour. And that's it. Alright. One of you two walk us in, because I still have to wake up.
Rebel?
Bitch, it's your cooking show.
It is?
Yeah, Martha!
What's happening?
My name is Nim in this game.
Martha Nim?
Yeah, Nim Stewart.
No, it's not Nim's last name.
It works out.
But it actually was a contender for Nim's last name, but that's
Nim's
irrelevant.
Martha Stewart.
Where?
Samson
Oh god, that'd be awful. Thank
That's
God.
what I said. That's what I said.
Nim's
It's when I didn't have Nim's first name.
Yeah, Nim's Martha Stewart and Samson's Snoop Dogg.
But then Rebel would actually... Never mind. Not Rebel, Samson. Anywho, so those are the ingredients that we need.
What on earth?
Did you write it on a piece of paper?
I typed it in chat.
Shay,
Nim verbally
in the
said
game.
it.
Okay.
Nim verbally said it. I didn't think he'd need a list.
And Zanzibar will just snap both his fingers and a pencil, and a little notepad will just plop into his hands. And he'll just start scribbling what you can only assume are the ingredients.
Oh, I have the flour. Samson says as he's on the floor.
And Zanzibar will, instead of looking over the notepad, just lift the notepad up and look under it at you. Good. Scribble, scribble, scratch, 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 scribble. That's one thing off the list. And the rest of these things are easy. By eggs, I'm assuming you mean eggs you're used to?
No, I want human eggs.
what it is.
Well,
Oh my god.
the lore classification is because Zanzibar knows Nim's used to chimkins. Chimkins, as we've established above board, are not small. So if it's going off of Nim's classifications, the eggs are gonna be fucking huge. So Zanzibar would have to find something equal size.
No, we can use smaller. Just not ones that are chalky. They alter the taste. Looking at you, ostrich eggs.
Ostrich eggs look back.
Was the ostrich eggs above board or on board?
Above board. They're
Oh.
very chalky if you don't season them correctly. Also,
Oh.
iguana eggs are also very chalky.
You are a vast wealth of odd facts.
Yes.
Right?
Got it. Not chalky. Anything else?
If you can get the milk fresh, that'd be even better.
I'm sure somewhere on this island there's an owl bear I can get milk from.
Ooh, owlbear milk.
Just the mental image of Zanzibar milking a cow is hilarious.
Yeah.
Does he have a straw hat overalls?
Of
No,
course.
It's
but the
Zan-
overalls, yes, not the straw hat.
It's
No
Zanzibar.
hat.
Straw hat, frayed straw hat, and a pair of denim overalls with no shirt on. Just sitting there, milking some eldritch beast. Ah yes, fresh cream.
I imagine he's also chewing on a piece of like hay. Or
Oh,
straw
he's just
or
got like
something.
the entire wheat stalk in his mouth, just going off
Exactly.
3 or 4 feet from his face. Oh, he's pasty enough for it. Good! And he stuffs the notepad in his robes and just snaps the pencil away. Alright, off I go! Don't break anything! And Zanzibar goes boop! Snaps his fingers, and away he goes. What the Sam and the Nim do in the meantime?
Samson's gonna get off the floor and dust himself off. And look back up at the window.
How was the fall?
It was fun at first, and then it got a little scary, and then it got fun again. You should try it sometime.
Absolutely not.
Why? You got something to catch you.
I'm just gonna look at you for a sec. No, I'll just let Mr. Golem catch you.
Eh, suit yourself.
So, Samson,
Yeah, what's up?
why do you wear so much green?
Question? Why don't you?
It's not really my color.
True.
Samson's gonna like look at him for a sec. Like scared. Yeah, you got a point.
Damn.
Okay.
Mr. Prima Donna over here.
Yeah, you got a point, Nim. Green makes your ass
Tell her
look
she has a
fat.
winter complexion and go.
Yeah.
Kidding. So, why so much green?
Well, it's more of a precaution, I guess.
Against?
Uh,
Artists being happy while drawing.
That too.
artist. I hate them bastards.
Nim's an artist. What the fuck?
And you're also rich and lazy. You think this is the first time Simpsons considered hating you?
Okay. Fine.
Well, there are some wary people around Varisis who tend to shoot at whatever's coming at them, you know, before it gets too close and becomes a problem.
Does green mean peace or something?
No, but usually in a deserty savanna type area, you don't see anything like green walking around. So if you find someone clad in green, you're probably looking at a person. Usually that stops people from blasting this way.
Until it doesn't?
Depends on the people.
Ah, look, there's another green person. Looks like I'm hunting today.
How often has it stopped you from getting shot?
I mean, that's a tough question. I can't count all the times I haven't been shot.
Not enough.
I mean, I'm not getting shot at now.
Would you
So
like to be? I'm not
Burn your
offering.
hands,
Say
girl.
that? Does Dim say that?
Yes. I'm not offering, I'm just asking.
Oh. That was a weird proposition. Especially from you.
I don't want to hear weird propositions from you. How so?
Well, I didn't think you'd be the type to get into a shooting match, number one. Number two, I didn't think you'd be the type to get into a shooting match with me.
We both know I can't shoot a gun.
That's why I was surprised.
Fair enough.
Do you know how to use a weapon?
I'd like to pause this and point out that Samson taught both Yala and Nim back on in Granny Zan's place how to shoot a gun. Nim just sucks.
Yeah, and?
I'm just making sure you remember.
I remember. That's why he said he knows you're not very good at shooting.
Okay. I know how to use a few things in theory.
In theory, I know how a knife works.
How a what works?
Knife.
When you say in theory, what do you mean by that?
Well, it just means I haven't had a chance to apply what I've learned in theory and practice.
Did your magic school teach you how to do that?
Give me a sec. Yes.
Huh. Guess it's one of those things where you can be out of magic, but not out of option.
Yeah, it comes up more than you think.
Well, let me see what you got.
Why?
I'm curious.
No, that was Shaylin.
I want to put you on the spot.
You're the one who's supposed to be put on the spot.
How are the turntables?
Have spotted.
Mm-hmm. With a knife.
So, Nim will pull out her crossbow. Because Nim has one of these. I just don't think she's ever used it.
Never once. This is the first time for all those people who, at the time of recording, do not watch this series. Never.
Yes, if you're just joining us,
If you're just
Nim's
joining
weak.
us or never joined us ever, not true.
How do you
Never
roll
used this
for
item
weapons?
before. Now fire crossbow. Do it, Scrub.
First, clearly we need target. So
rolled a
Nim
dice.
is going to cast Dancing Lights.
Just shoot the golem.
No, that's so rude.
Yeah,
Shoot
Nim would never
Snowdrop.
be rude.
Just have
Not
Snowdrop
to a
dance
buddy.
around and try and, shoot him.
Just miss.
I've forgotten how you mark a target, but the point is that like right here where I'm hovering is where the target will be.
Was
Whee!
that
Yeah,
I'm
we
gonna
need
step out
I
of the
am the
way?
target now.
it.
Yeah, shoot Jade! Get her! Get her!
You mark targets by either drawing shapes or doing circle things.
Whee! Whoa. Poggers.
Oh, cool.
What?
What?
The hell?
What?
How did so many little ones get created?
Little what?
Circles.
Oh.
You're really good at staying within the line of that. I was about to say, where did Jade's doors go? And then I remembered I wasn't on the target selector.
Doors! Door, 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 door.
Why are you like this?
It was the radiation.
No, you're not allowed to have sepsis.
I
So
don't have
anyway,
sepsis.
There you go.
I'm just radioactive.
Have a circle. What are you doing? Fire
Gosh, Nim
trust?
shot at it and I'm pretty sure she missed. Or didn't shoot it very well.
I don't know. Is there a
What is
DC
the armor class of this target?
of fucking? It's a literal floating light. 0.
So then I hit it.
It's physically impossible to miss. Look at this! I can aim at the opposite
the
direction.
light to where the bolt is going.
Ah, yes.
Yay, cheating.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think the lowest AC anything has, like, naturally, is 10.
But yeah. I'm actually surprised this works. I haven't used it since I got it.
That's kind of upsetting. But I guess it's also not.
How is it upsetting?
Oh, I'd figure you'd at least practice with it.
Spar, spar, spar.
But what if I lose my bolts?
I mean, typically for practice, you got a target to shoot it in, and not just some slide.
True. But what if I break my bolts?
Can't you fix little things that break?
Yeah. In my
So you
defense,
just
not
fix
Nim's,
them?
I forgot about that until I said it. Sorry, what, Rebel?
So you just fix it. I think.
Yeah. But up until now, we haven't had the most time to just practice. It's been do or don't.
True. Last time I got some practice in was when me and Yala went sparring outside of Zane's house.
Yeah, you guys look really roughed up when you came back.
Yeah, she knocked me out the first time we ended up going at it.
Oh, wow. What happened the second time?
Oh, well, the second time, I think things got a little too serious because we both stopped using our melee weapons and started pointing bows and guns at each other.
Nim just looks so confused. How does a practice match get serious?
I think at the moment we just forgot it was practice.
I almost said I don't understand you melee types.
Wow.
I don't get it, but as long as you're both okay.
We don't have any.
As long as you're both still here. Wait.
We don't have any. We don't have
Yeah.
any pictures of Panak, do we, Jade?
Huh?
I said we don't have any pictures of Panak, do we, Jade?
Yeah, we do. I mean, I have the one I drew. I don't think it's accurate, but I drew it.
Send me while they're doing their thing.
Okay.
Maybe I can make a token while this is all going on. Wake myself up. Anyway, you were saying?
So tell me more about your home, Samson.
When you say my home, do you mean Varises? Or like where I specifically live?
Whichever you feel like talking about.
Well, I've only been involved for the past year, and they gave me a little dorm room there. But before then, I was just living out of some little living space on the second floor of a building in one of the town.
Was it a nice room?
Yeah, I wasn't really there much.
Just a place to store your stuff?
Yeah, store my stuff, sleep, wash my clothes when I had the downtime.
I almost said you wash your own clothes, but I know you guys wash your own clothes.
Zanzibar washes mine.
Yeah, he does.
That's right. Panak's got more sand. We're gonna need an updated Panaki. Dang. Sad. Tragic.
But yeah, I was only there in between jobs for those 5 or so years.
How long do your jobs take?
Oh. Weeks, months even. It really depends on who I was working for and where we were looking to go. And what we were looking for. Oh. I said we, but I was really just looking out for them, make sure they didn't get, eaten by whatever the heck was out there.
With a bunch of book types? Nim says being a book type.
Yep. Believe it or not, I was used to playing bodyguard for people like you.
I know it's not an insult, but damn, does it sound like it.
Yeah.
Did you ever enjoy any of the work?
Can't really say I did. I mean, I'm good at shooting at stuff. That's kind of a given. And between that, lighting campfires, climbing up stuff, climbing down stuff. basically, I was making my way through those ruins just to make sure no one else got hurt, but can't really say I liked it. It was
Did
just
you like? Huh?
it made me a lot of money, and it was something I was kind of good at.
Did you enjoy the things you got assigned to at VOD?
I mean, the best part of those is I got to leave VOD for a little while.
Did you not enjoy
God,
school? Huh?
Oh, hell no.
That's weird, given how often I see you picking up a book.
Well, the main problem with VOD is that its whole existence was to teach people what I had already been doing up to the point I got there.
They didn't have any other classes?
I don't know.
Didn't take underwater basket weaving?
My digital
There's
media
no
teacher
water,
had
what
that
are you,
on
a
his exam
moron?
every year. He's like, what class is this? And I always wanted to pick it. Sorry, what were you saying, Revel? Side note.
I mean, VOD's main focus was just teaching people all the stuff that I already did. Going through dungeons, trying to clear them out. You know, the kinds of things we'd see down there. Kinds of things you'd see getting there. And the kind of people you'd have to try to avoid getting back.
Oh wow, that sounds like a lot. So, correct me if I'm wrong on this, Lordo. You hear Lordo, right?
Yeah.
Okay. At my school, it was just teaching everything about magic and the applications of it, so there are various kinds of classes that would build off other classes.
Yeah.
So, find a niche in almost anything, really.
Yeah.
All the theater kids are illusionists.
And when the play's really good, the illusions are so real that they actually make you feel things. Sometimes.
Actually, I was gonna say what are the people who do conjuration magic?
They're the prop guys.
Yeah. That's why I think I'm so lifelike.
Whoa.
You should see one of our school plays sometime.
What do you
Okay.
play?
Yeah, let's us the war
What-
criminals go see.
What do you guys play?
What?
What do you play?
Well, I mean, I'm sure there's some sort of extracurricular. That's not what a school play is.
And what is it?
A play is a story acted out by a group of people, usually the theater. Sometimes they get people to put it on, like professionals and whatnot, for the students.
That's a weird way of telling stories.
Having someone act it out in front of you,
Oh
with
yeah.
lively visuals and music to accompany it.
Yeah, it's a little weird. I mean, pretend to be someone else, talking differently than I assume you talk.
Nim gives you
Have-
a look.
Having some sort of audio and visual cue to it.
You sure know a lot about something you've never heard of.
I mean, it's not that hard of a concept. It's like I'm used to people telling stories, but not like a group of people telling a story together.
Well, then why don't I take you to one?
And we said that Samson wasn't Deadpool.
I don't know what you mean. He's talking about plays.
Can't see it right now, but I'm flipping your icon off.
Tragic.
Why is that
He is in
tragic?
fact a merc with a mouth.
Don't worry, I'll take you to one. Do you have any particular genre that you'd be interested in? Comedy, tragicomedy, tragedy, slice of
You know,
life?
the things that describe your life.
I don't care about the genre of the actors, just as long as they can perform. Really?
Oh, Oh, but it's not just my school that puts on plays. Sometimes communities will have local fundraisers and they'll put on plays to donate to charities and whatnot. Or just local groups trying to practice. And then festivals will also have their own things.
What's a charity?
You know, an act of goodwill, trying to help those that are less fortunate than you are.
Dad?
Swear to God, if you ask what goodwill is.
It's
Yeah. Is that supposed to be something special?
Well, you see, when you come from a nation of rich bitches,
Well, I suppose the only thing special about it is that it's a cumulative group effort from everyone, and not just opposed to a singular person doing it, so they can help a wider range of people, if that makes sense.
Samson's just blinking at you, really confused. Is there something special about that?
Not necessarily.
'Cause that just sounds like how I grew up.
more importantly, it sounds like the entire culture of the place you're right now.
Yeah, but no one cares about that.
Wow, just tell me to go off myself, why don't you?
That's a dramatic thing to take from that statement. Don't worry.
I'm a Parisian, not Zanzibarian. God. No one wants to talk about your communist hellhole.
I'll crack one open for the homies.
Thank you, Shay.
Sparkling!
Thank
I
you, Shay.
wish this were coffee. Got you, fam. I also just really like that dumb joke.
See, Shay's a homie.
And you can't spell homie with that
Oh.
hoe.
I was actually thinking that, not even gonna lie.
What I just said?
No. We're
Yeah.
not hoes, we're skanks.
Shit,
Get it right.
Yeah, hoes are for other sessions.
So anyway, then we'll go, well, I guess other communities would probably be better at it, but I can only say what's happening in my country.
By the way, when we visited Latnia, that place was actually pretty nice.
Thanks, I think so too. I really wish I could have taken you guys to a better restaurant, but there was no time.
I had fun.
I'm glad. Hopefully
know.
next time we go, there's more time for leisure and not just running.
What's wrong with running?
Everything.
You ever get tired of not doing anything?
I do plenty of things.
Let me rephrase that. You ever get tired of just sitting still?
Well, I mean, normally I'd be reading a book, but there's not really a library here, so...
I mean, I've been asking Zanzibar for books.
Last time I asked him for books, he gave me ones that I wasn't gonna read. That ship has sailed.
Oh yeah. Did you still have any of those?
No. Why, are you thinking about looking into child psychology?
Mm.
Those were what the books were on.
I mean, do you think those will help raising an owlbear?
Probably not. I don't think an owlbear goes through the same stages of development as a human does.
Huh. That
You
makes
would need
sense.
to look into animal husbandry.
Hmm.
Does Samson take that the right way? Please say no.
Of course he does.
I really think it'd be funny if he was like, that's a dumb term.
He's a nomad. He literally raised animals and worked on crops his whole childhood.
I'm aware. I just think it'd be funny if he didn't know what the term itself was called.
Yeah. We all think it's funny when Samson doesn't know how words work.
We do.
Yeah.
So maybe you could try that avenue.
It's been a while since I did anything like that.
Oh, when was the last time?
About 7 years ago.
That's much shorter than the last time I did it.
Oh, was that with those little,
Yeah, the
shit-
cute little chimkins.
Yeah. No thing. I remember you telling me about that.
They're big enough where they can take care of themselves, for the most part, need very little helping hand from me. It's less of a husbandry at this point, and more of making sure they don't over-prune their feathers.
What?
They're very fluffy, so sometimes they'll pick at their feathers, and if they pick too much, they'll have bald patches.
Oh.
Fluffy.
Looking, I might be thinking about parrots.
I wonder if owlbears do that.
There's a chance.
Man, I can't wait for that egg to hatch.
I can tell you seem quite excited.
Yeah.
Did you get this excited as a child when an egg would hatch?
Well, we never really hatched anything with eggs.
Oh?
I mean, we were raised things like, basically like sheep. And they were really good. Cute little fellas.
Very cute.
Yeah. But yeah, sheep were always a favorite around Paresis. No matter where I go, you could usually find someone taking care of them.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mainly because of all the wool you get off of 'em.
Sorry, there's a burp stuck in my throat.
Oof.
Yeah.
That's no good.
I've never actually met a sheep in person until you turned into one. But I do have a lot of cotton products, so I appreciate the effort it goes in to take care of them.
Wait a minute.
Whoa.
Did they ever tell Samson he turned into a sheep?
Yes.
I thought they kept that a secret.
No, they were keeping it a secret, and then Zanzibar showed up and was like, "You're a sheep, lol."
Yeah.
And then he never bothered to explain it, and Samson was just like, uh-huh. Okay.
So whether or not he believed it, I guess, is up to you then.
Wait a minute. I actually turned into a sheep? I thought that was just Zanzibar pulling my leg.
Does he do that often?
Now that I think about it. No. I think.
Well, I'll take your word for it. Oh, by the way,
Yeah?
what does VOD stand for?
Very awful, unnecessary dying. No, wait, that would describe Hyala's school.
Yes.
Not
Wrong
sick.
VOD, silly. Damn it, make me back to roll 20.
What's
Wait a
real
minute.
20?
There's such a thing as half proficiency?
For Bard.
Weird.
Yeah, they get a skill called Jack of all trades that gives them half their proficiency bonus in anything they're not directly proficient in.
Which is really cool.
Yeah. Hmm. Um. Been a year since I went to orientation. What does it stand for again?
I wasn't paying attention. I didn't even want to be there.
Baristas Adventures University of Dungeoneering. That's what it was.
I'm not gonna lie, I had no idea it even stood for something. I thought it was just a name.
It is.
It's too weird a name to not be an acronym, was my thought.
I don't know. It seemed pretty normal. I guess I'm just weird. Goodbye.
I mean,
I just judge it because it started.
I mean,
Just being weird?
I judge
I'm
it
just
because
gonna go mess with my doors. Doors.
What was your roommate like?
Well, I wasn't around Vaughn very much myself, as I told you, I took any opportunity to get the hell out of there as I could. But he was always a quiet type. I mean, we'd hang out every now and then whenever we both be there, but he'd be off doing his own thing, and I'd be off on school assignments and whatnot.
Was that your ideal roommate?
No, I could have used someone with more conversation, but I get it.
Did you ever try to strike up conversation with him more often?
I mean, it'd be kind of weird if I just kept talking at him.
Would it?
A little.
If you say so. I never had a roommate. So I don't get what it's like.
Yeah, fair enough. Not really, it's all it's cracked up to be.
Oh?
But, I mean, it's better than anyone else at that school. No, I mean, I couldn't really stand much of the other students. And, I think very soon they learned not to be able to stand around me.
Why is that?
I
Killed
wasn't
the
like
popular
them.
kid.
They were, well, kind of like you, but less magic.
I'm trying to figure out how Nim should take that. I don't know. So if I didn't have magic, we wouldn't have gotten along?
No, that's not really what I'm, well...
Okay! Well, damn.
Whoa. Man, just drive a wedge right in there, why don't you?
You're trying to separate the party by different means.
Oh, that's different.
How
Like
so?
in your case, like you've shown, you've not really practiced with like crossbows and daggers and stuff, but from what you've told me, you've worked really hard to get, you know, where you are with your magic, and I see the stuff you're doing with Zanzibar.
Setting things
And then
up.
he's gonna like gesture at the golem behind you. But
And
like,
believe at it.
they're
Mr.
No.
Golem waves back, and then
Fantastic.
Panak pops out of his knee and also waves back, and then dives back into his knee.
Oddly specific, but okay, I'll take it.
Yeah, Panak's just vibing in bigger Golem. He vibes.